Nowadays, we're spoiled for choice. Billions of apps, 100,000 flights a day, shops for literally everything, and heaps of international money services. Choice is great, but it can also leave you feeling like you're in a restaurant with a 10-page menu and no idea what to go for. The result? A panic order and food envy. And while we can help you pick your dinner, we can help you find the signal and the noise when it comes to all international money transfer options out there. So let's shine a light on what to look out for when choosing a payment provider for all your overseas spending needs. I'm Andrea, and here are 5 tips on how to send money abroad and get yourself the best deal. Tip number 1, read between the pricing lines. Most of us are guilty of not reading the small print, and a lot of payment providers out there know that, which means they can get away with hiding fees behind the scenes. Before you even set up an account or make an international transfer, you should have access to a pricing calculator which shows the fee, the exchange rate, how long it'll take your money to arrive, and the amount your recipient will get at the end. Transfer services can hide calculators from you until you've signed up, and even claim transfers are free by hiding exchange rate markups. But there's no such thing as a free lunch, and a lot of the time the free transfers end up being the most expensive. Not ideal. It may feel like there's a lot of time consuming investigating to do just to send a simple transfer, but at Wise, we make that easy for you in 2 ways. Firstly, we put together a comparison page on Wise versus other providers, and if you head to the description, you give it a read. Secondly, our team built a calculator with absolutely everything you need all in one place. Our calculator lets you choose between transfer speeds and prices, shows how much money will convert, the current exchange rate, and how much the recipient will get. We'll also show you how much money you're saving with us, an estimated time of delivery, and even a compare price button so you can match us up to our competitors. Basically, our priority is making sure you get the best deal, even if it means going elsewhere to get it. So tip number 2 is to always compare the final amount your recipient will receive and don't just look at the fees. Let's talk about experience of other users. Our third tip will be check reviews, but with a pinch of salt. Whenever you sign up to a provider, it's important to know what to expect. But when it comes to reviews, it's also important to take them with a pinch of salt. We're all way more likely to write a bad review than a good one, which is totally understandable. Been there, done that. No review should be entirely ignored, and they're all valid, but a lot of the times there's more to the reviews than meets the eye. An example of this is something we face at Wise is people signing up without realizing that their business doesn't fall under regulation laws and is therefore deemed illegal. So tip number 4 is, if ever unsure, to give a read of payment providers' acceptable use policy pages, terms of use and conditions, and FAQs to make sure there are no surprises. At Wise, we have an acceptable use policy and other necessary links for you to look over in the description. Now, speaking of product offerings, tip number 5, make sure you're not signing up to one-trick pony. You might also need to keep money in different currencies, convert them easily, pay with a multi-currency card when traveling, and more. The set of features shapes and simplifies your money management. You might take your multi-currency experience to the next level. So, when choosing a provider, take a look at what else do they offer. Maybe you decide to go for one company instead of choosing a bunch of those who offer the necessary services separately. We switched our name up from TransferWise to Wise in 2021 because there's more to us than cross-border transfers. Since our personal and work lives are more global than ever, we offer products and features to cater to your international money needs. With Wise, you get access to regular and large money transfers, holding over 40 currencies on a balance, and converting them using mid-market exchange rates. Pricing is transparent. You can check all the fees before signing up. The link is in the description. Also, you can get access to all the currencies you hold with Wise debit and digital cards, withdrawing money around the world, using Wise jars for putting money aside. I could go on, but if you got interested, check this video where John covered all the products we have at Wise in details. And our final tip of the video is to find a provider who doesn't just meet your needs, but preempts them. Hopefully this video was helpful, and there's lots more where that came from, so click subscribe to our channel. And if any of your questions have been left unanswered, leave a comment or a question below and we'll get back to you. The responses help us to get better because at the end of the day, our services, features, and products are built for you. See you next time!